The story I'm about to let y'all hear is very graphic. It kind of really hurt my soul. It's about two little girls. So I'm going to let y'all hear this story. But before I do, if you can't take it, like when I first heard it, I had to cut it off, but I wanted to see what happened. So I had to just look at it because I saw the most beautiful two little girls. And I was like, how can anyone want to hurt two beautiful babies? But it happened. So I'm going to let y'all hear it.
This podcast contains adult themes and graphic violence. Listener discretion is advised.
She enjoyed knitting and sewing at the very young age she was. Ava had big dreams in life, very big dreams. But right under her, her sister Alyse looked up to her big sister, very much so that she wanted to be just like her. On January 2nd of 2021, Ava and Alyse would make their exit out of this world due to very tragic circumstances, with Ava being only 9 years old and her younger sister only being 6. Now, when researching and doing all the things you have to do to find the background of the story, this really started getting to me because, you have to stop and think just at the ages itself, 9 and 6. And
Now, you heard him say they was 9 and 6 years old. And these little babies were had so much to live for and so much ahead of them. And they are very, very beautiful babies. So, the story goes is that the mother and father get into a domestic dispute. The mother leaves the house. So my first thought was, I understood that him and her had gotten into a massive dispute and she left the house. But then I thought, why didn't you take the two girls? But then I thought, being a domestic violence victim myself, she probably really felt that he wouldn't hurt the two girls because he loved them too much to hurt them. But that didn't happen. He actually committed suicide. He killed the two girls and then he killed himself, which was their father. But I'm going to also let you hear the police reports and what the mother has to say about it. So stay tuned.
They were loved by every single person that met them.
I always held them and hugged them and cuddled them and told them I loved them multiple times a day. They were daddy's girls. They loved, their father was one of their most favorite people.
Venetia says her boyfriend Aaron, who was the father of both of the girls, was a devoted father and would do absolutely anything for them. However, she says the two of them did have their relationship problems in the past.
But through all of that, anything ever happening to the girls never ever crossed my mind.
The night of the shooting, she says they got into an argument. Words were exchanged. She says threats were made, but not towards the girls. Venetia left the home around 11:30 Friday night.
And I'm calling his phone. No answer.
She tried FaceTiming Alyse's iPad. No answer. She says she had a missed call from Aaron around 11:01. Venetia and her cousin rushed to the home to find flashing lights.
I go to the caution tape, and the officer was like, "What's going on?" And she's like, "Are you mom?" And she's like, "You gotta go to the hospital."
She was told what happened, then tried to hold on to hope.
And I just remember the doctor saying that they were dead.
She says now she keeps going back and forth on what she could have done differently to prevent this.
I wish that I would have ran to my babies and wrapped my arms around them so they knew that their mommy was there to love and protect them.
Reporting in Columbus, Stephanie Stanovich, 10 TV News.
Ava and the...
So you heard her saying that she wished she could have ran and hugged her babies and let them know mommy loved them. I'm just so emotional. Like, I feel all kinds of emotions with this story. Because I'm like, one, this man had a mental problem. He probably somewhere down the line suffered from depression, like chronic depression, that he actually took the two children, the two beautiful little girl, Ava and Alyse, life and himself, because the mother actually just walked out the house due to an argument, basically, and some words was exchanged. And I feel if you're suffering from depression, and I know I have done many mental health podcasts, that you need to get help. There is help out there. There's a whole number you can call to get help. If you have suicidal thoughts, you need to get help. Because I don't feel you should ever kill yourself. Because the Bible says that's a sin and God is never going to forgive you for that. That's how I was told and raised. But if you decided to kill yourself, that was really on you. But for you to take two beautiful babies with you who had their whole life ahead of them, I would never be able to understand that. But I feel sorry for the mom. As me being a mom, I feel so deeply sorry for her. You know, because I know in her head she wished she didn't leave. She wished she could have did something. It's just so many thoughts probably going through this woman's mind right now. But I also had, in my other podcasts, I had put phone numbers and hotlines where you can actually call if you're suicidal. I also have put hotlines if you're suffering from mental illness in my other podcasts. Please share this. And if you know somebody who is suicidal and suffering any type of mental illness, please help them. Please help them if you can. But I like to thank you for listening to my podcast. Please get a 5-star review on Speaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to podcasts at. Please share. You can leave a comment at sv766752@gmail.com. You can also leave a comment on this podcast. You can follow me at Sonia Santiago Facebook, Sonia Santiago YouTube, Sonia Santiago Pinterest, Sonia Santiago Twitter, SONIA9795 Instagram. You can go to my website, http://podcasters.com, wordpress.com, www.avilo. Use promo code Sonia, www.instacart156. If you'd like to buy me a coffee, buy me a coffee. Much love and good night.